The French Solution: How One Small Town Transformed School Lunches. A small French town solved childhood cancer, improved test scores, and solved local farms, all by changing the way kids ate for lunch. Here's how they did it. And we can do it too. So in this tiny town in France, the mayor saw chemical pesticides being sprayed on orchards. Then he saw kids getting cancer. He made a connection that most people miss. What we spray on our food ends up in our bodies. And it's making us, especially our kids, sick. So he did something radical. He took money that was going to chemical farmers and redirected it to schools for organic food. And here's what happened. By guaranteeing that schools would buy organic food, he created a stable market for farmers. They could afford to transition their organic farming because they knew they had customers. The farmers switched. The kids got real, nutrient-dense food, and everybody won. The results were that children got healthier, behavioral problems decreased, academic performance improved, local farms thrived instead of going bankrupt, and the entire community's economy improved. One decision that created a ripple effect that transformed everything. Most people think organic food is a luxury that we can't afford, but here's what this town proved. We're already paying for cheap chemical food, just in different ways. Healthcare costs for sick kids, special education for learning disabilities, behavioral interventions for aggression and anxiety, lost productivity when kids can't focus, subsidies to chemical farmers who are destroying the land. When you add it all up, organic food is actually cheaper because you're investing in health instead of paying for disease. We could do this in America. In fact, some places already are. There's 3 California school districts that are 100% organic. One district with 62 schools is 60% organic. There's a small program in New Mexico that's been serving organic lunches for 10 years. The blueprint exists. We just need the will to implement it. So imagine if your school district took even a portion of the $90 billion that we give to chemical agriculture and redirected it to organic school lunches and local farms. Right now, schools spend about $1.20 to $2 a meal on actual food. That's barely enough for processed, chemical-laden junk. For $7.56 per meal, we could provide organic, locally sourced, nutrient-dense food that actually nourishes children's bodies and brains. Yes, it's more money up front, but what's the return on investment? Healthier kids who don't need as much medical care? Better students who actually learn? Stronger local economies? A food system that heals instead of harms? If one small French town can do this, so can we. So contact your school board, show them this model, demand they invest in our children's health and our local farmers. Because of the future of our country depends on the health of our kids. If you want more resources, Moms Across America has done a ton of work in this area, has all the information and data that you need. I can help connect you if you need it, but they're a great resource. Contact your school board.